good, but I'm feeling better though. Drinking whiskey hetero, calendar is looking like the skill set. There ain't a lot of hoes in my schedule. Homies on the same shit, I no longer meddle though. I ain't trying to give the tea, but I got kettles though. I want everyone to love me, but I'm a rebel though. And my music taking places I don't get to go. Haven't come to terms with that, I feel more than I'll ever know. I've got to get away before I'm out of my mind. I thought too hard, I lost you, y'all trying stop. Who really loves you, what you trying to find? Try and make space for my feelings, that should make me humble. Save grace for the meals, healing is a stumble. If you gon' thank God for the blessings, thank him for the troubles. Get a couple chips and then they fold, that's how the cookie crumbles. I guess I let the fear project. I say I love, they hear reject. And here's the rub, I made a mess, I cleaned it up. If I bleed, then less. Can understand what we accept. Can understate how we neglect. They underrate till we give less. I'm underpaid, I'm for stressed. I ain't always good, but I'm feeling better though. Drinking whiskey hetero, calendar is looking like the skill set. There ain't a lot of hoes in my schedule. Homies on the same shit, I no longer meddle though. I ain't trying to give the tea, but I got kettles though. I want everyone to love me, but I'm a rebel though. And my music taking places I don't get to go. Haven't come to terms with that, I feel more than I'll ever know. I've got to get away before I'm out of my mind. I thought too hard, I lost you, y'all trying stop. Who really loves you, what you trying to find? I've been getting close to that invisible line that I told myself that I would change at. We be woke by design but asleep to instincts where it's time to be brave at. Look at both of the eyes of each soul in the crowd like, yeah, I made that. We supposed to be shining, why they try to shade that? I hate that, I'm tired, the kid is stressed. Don't want to say I tried and I did my best. That implies it's time to give interest. But won't lie, I've been losing interest. I've been having nightmares with metaphors that's easy to read. Pretend they confusing, time spent in illusions. I've been missing plots just to get to conclusions. Mixed lazy with scared like you don't get it, this fusion. I'm genre blended. Sometimes venting ain't the best if the air toxic. Sometimes I feel free, people try to fit you into their boxes. Rub shoulders with legends now, but never let them impose their process. Homie, this is my shit, this my I would die shit. Before I let them pry shit from my hands while there's still life in them. My shoes are too small for me, they don't fit me no more. Can't a new soul be bought for me? I was taught to want more. Yeah. My feet on the pavement, my feet on the pavement, my feet on the feet on the feet on the pavement, my feet on the pavement, my feet on the pavement, feet on the pavement, my feet on the pavement, my feet on the feet on the feet on the pavement, my feet on the pavement, on the pavement, on the saying I'ma make new habits is my new habit. Not doing this my old one. Trying to plan candid dates with myself for some honest self-love, but be ghost when the vote come. Looking at the world like I want some change, looking at the bank like I want some change. And there's a lot of things I don't want the same, but to be real I don't know if I want to change, cause my urge is still unhealthy. All of my progress takes so much work. I wish this whiskey was nutritious, wish all this lifting didn't hurt. This is that 2 a.m. and I cannot sleep, part of my mind that I cannot reach. You need advice, but I cannot preach, cause everything ain't okay with me. Sometimes the beats gotta be simple, the feet gotta be nimble, to reach gotta be info net. Cause see the internet is an invincible threat, cause how the info gets and it be hard just to interject with some introspection. Like mid-Joe flex, son, a little reflection. Help us get somewhere we don't scare when we think rejection. I'm just saying though, my shoes are too small for me, they don't fit me no more. Can't a new soul be bought for me? I was taught to want more. Yeah. My feet on the pavement, my feet on the pavement, my feet on the feet on the feet on the pavement, my feet on the pavement, my feet on the pavement, feet on the pavement, my feet on the pavement, my feet on the feet on the feet on the pavement, my feet on the pavement, on the pavement, on the.
What's going on? Happy Thursday. Late stream. I know. I was up quite late last night. Unexpected detour. But let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm gonna keep it nice, short and sweet today. As always, Thursdays. You know, kind of just a chillax day. I don't know if I'll be on time tomorrow, to be honest, but I'll definitely try to be within that time frame. Alright, switch over. Howdy doody. So you love to see it. Market's down a little bit. I guess you don't love to see it, but you appreciate the short period of time that it is. Me personally, I'm going to keep holding my shorts. Right now, this is kind of the first scenario that we talked about. So, like I said, if we were coming down to some of these lower levels, like the 0.382, 0.5 region, I would like to see kind of like a detour in the trend. So right now, definitely over the past couple hours, we've started to see maybe that uptick. Like I said, you shouldn't just get scared because there's going to be a slight uptick. Now, I'll be wrong about being a slight. Of course, it can be much, much more, but that's not for me to determine. All right, right now, because it's just a straight downtrend. Yes, we do have a momentary break of trend up here, but this was much, much longer ago. Looks like a retest to me. We really don't have anything major like we did here. Okay. So I'm going to be patient. And yes, I do think that we might get some upside price action, but I do think there'll be one more try at the downside. Now, once we do put in a lower low, like if we do happen to get a decent uptrend here. Fish. Calm down. Calm down. If we do happen to see that lower low come in, I will be hedging these shorts. All right. And hopefully on the way back up, we do get some sort of ABC to take, at least half profit, whatever it might be. I'm playing this slow and gentle. Once again, I know the contest is going on and everything. And right now we are doing pretty good. I think we're almost in the top 100. I'm not too concerned with winning it. Like I said, I'm here for a long time. Of course, it'd be awesome, but you're competing with people that are going absolutely ham on their portfolios. Obviously, that could be like, they start portfolios intentionally to do that. I'm just not that type of guy. So, if we can break top 100, I'm happy. Because out of 400 teams, something like that, feel pretty good to be in that top percentile. But, that's pretty much it. I know some people are going to go, Austin, are you retaking your entry here at this previous ABC? No, I'm waiting on the smaller time frames to show me what's up. Like I said, security over profit. BTC is in a similar situation. It's broken past its local lows, so you shouldn't have that same concern either. Fishy. Down. Once again, obviously if we were to outline these trades, I do want to bring up the DXY later. If we were to outline these trades, once again, on the smaller time frames, I am looking for a tick to the upside to form a break-in trend and hopefully one more retest. I'll be hedging that. But if that fails, I'll definitely be looking for the lower low entry here. Like I said, a stab at about 16.1K wouldn't be a shame. All right, because if we do look at the macros on a daily chart, we can see that we do have a momentary support, which was what we touched in the initial drop. But there is one more local low to be hit, or at least retested, to see if we will hold this region. If we do not hold 16.1, obviously we can start looking to the downside. Once again, if we do happen to break it and come back above it, It could be just an over-exaggeration, people getting scared, and then people coming back in to buy up that support. But if we do break that support and hold below it for a decent period of time, the chances of us coming back above it before touching some of these numbers does become a lot less likely. So just being patient, letting the market do what the market do. Scan around a little bit, see if anything's forming any good positions for hedges to the long side. As of right now, on most coins, I don't see anything. Obviously, if you want to be, a short time frame scalper, obviously you could say that this could be a possible entry. I'm personally not willing to take that just because this does all look like one singular downtrend to me. And if we do get an uptrend from this, I don't think it's going to outperform this recent high. And hopefully it does form a nice structure for us to hedge against. Let's go ahead and check out the US 100. US 100 is back below its recent entry of the A. Exactly what we wanted to see in terms of our shorts working out, but not necessarily what we want to see in the market in terms of like the correction finally coming to some sort of close. Definitely, like if we are at a bottom, it's going to be elongated, prolonged, exaggeration of pain, just agony from impatient waiting. SPY, same situation. Once again, we're still holding this local low here. I mean, if we were going to go through and mark out some of these local lows, obviously we start with the biggest one, start working our way up. So here, here, here. Skip that one here. So we're holding support decently at the moment. Like I said, I don't think it'd be such a shame for it to break in terms of like Bitcoin itself. Like I said, 16.1 is still a support. We still have some leeway to the downside. I did want to bring up the DXY for one important reason. If we look at the major macro for the DXY, I saw a couple other YouTubers talking about it, and obviously with our unique perspective of just ABCs, I wanted to bring that into play. So on the 21 daily, all right, we can see we have an ABC to the downside and price action coming in shortly after from that structure. Now, typically, if we aren't going to supersede the structure, we typically see what kind of numbers? We typically see, 0.5, 0.382, with some sort of ABC structure telling us that that region might fail. Not will it, but it might. And that is very, very close to being hit. Right now, we're pretty much at the 0.5. Now, I don't always look for the 0.382. It's just kind of like a rough number. But we might have a continuation up to that side. That would probably mean more dumps in the markets, which is something that we can kind of see happening, like I said. But, generally like the 0.5, one of these two little boxes here is typically what I look for. Now, obviously, if we go down to a smaller time frame, not quite, but small enough to, we don't even have to go down to a smaller time frame. We can just zoom in a little bit. You can definitely see this structure here. Obviously, we didn't put in a lower low here, but you can see we're starting to put in that ABC structure for a possible top in the markets. Obviously, that would be a less strong dollar, but that would be a larger reason for people to increase their capital in other assets. Obviously, it's not all going to flow into Bitcoin, not all going to flow into stocks, gold, real estate. It's going to be a mixture of everything. But when the dollar's weak, people seek other assets that can at least hold up decently. Once again, just because the dollar's failing and something is a hedge against inflation does not necessarily mean that it is going to outperform everything else in the market. It just means that relatively, you're not losing as much. When hard times happen, people need to pull resources from every single avenue, including Richfield, because they got to, pay back those incredible loans that they used to buy up all their businesses and churn out profit. And obviously, it's a smart thing to do. But everybody falls on hard times. Everybody's got to sell at some point to cover bills, maybe. Obviously, it's a dream to never have to sell anything or touch your stacks. And hopefully, everybody does get to that point in the future, but there's always going to be a time and place. Now, hopefully you do it smartly, but it does happen. So, I see a lot of people going, Bitcoin's supposed to be a hedge. Yes, it is, but even gold falls when there's a recession because people sell. People sell. Right? They got to pay their bills. So, that's pretty much it for TA. Like I said, nothing major. I don't see any significant long setups that are calling my name at the moment. But due to the DXY, I think in the future there could be a possibility for things to start turning around. Most definitely. Even if it's just a retest. I mean, we could, not necessarily continue this massive downtrend and, this is like the last major high and we're going to go to a massive recession. It could be a retest to the downside, maybe form a head and shoulders inverse. And maybe things continue from there. But, yeah. Ocean Blue, let's not be selfish. When does Wishy get his own Mercedes? Or at least a Mini Cooper. I'll give him like one of those little RC cars. You can roll around on that. When he's older, it'll probably work out quite well. His old knees. Brian Thompson, what's up, Kite? Good to see you. Good to see you too, man. Hey, mate, good to see you. See you as well. Like I said, late stream. Just up late thinking last night. Doing a lot of thinking. Hi, all. Who's still short? Me. I am. And I saw that Bitcoin ETF got rejected again, which I'm very happy about. A lot of people ask that question about ETFs and institutional money and everything like that. I'm personally against it. Obviously, just from like an upfront standard, I can say like anything that those rich people put their money into or try to get past, it's always not for everyone else's benefit. I think it's a mixture of not necessarily that like they don't see Bitcoin in the same light as something like silver and gold. I think it's much harder to falsify. I was thinking about this earlier today. With a Bitcoin ETF, if we look at silver, it's a very easy way to manipulate the market. Obviously, silver is physical. You can count it, right? And theoretically, there's only a limited supply. But with ETFs, electronic traded funds, you can falsify how much actually exists, and you just have pieces of paper that says you own something. All right. Now, obviously, Bitcoin's the same way. You just have your private key printed on a paper, maybe. Hopefully not. And with Bitcoin, it's much harder to falsify anything. Got me thinking about this little contest here. Most people can't seem to put facts on paper. So with this little like contest, I like how it's a good way for you guys to physically see what's going on, like pretty much in real time as well. And with ETFs, and people would be able to do that with Bitcoin. And there's no way for them to manipulate it. No way to, flip it, turn it, make people get screwed. Hey mate, just want to appreciate your way of broadcasting. You must call me too when it comes to crypto. I try, man. I got my bad moments when like I go on winning streaks and I get a little bit egotistic. I do watch my streams back regularly, to make sure that I'm talking to people correctly, and not coming off like an asshole. It's an ongoing battle, and that's I don't know. It's hard to catch yourself real time sometimes. Silver stock to flow is bad. Gold stock to flow is good. Takes about 2 years or so to refill silver supply. Takes like 50 years to do that with gold. Exactly. Gary Gessler is a BTC maxi. He knows the spot ETF per BTC. Yeah, I agree. My transmission went out, so I had to sell some at these levels to buy a car. Shake my head at myself. You gotta do what you gotta do. Same. I always rewatch your streams to make sure you're not online. Appreciate it. Let me know if I do. Hey Kai, what's your preferred stablecoin to hold? USDT. You know, people are always gonna have their opinions on stablecoins. Do I think that they're bound to be here forever? I don't know, man. And I think a lot of people are just making shit up when they talk about it. My thing is I just look at it logically. You know, I do my due diligence. I'm not putting my entire portfolio in USDT. I know that there's always a risk, but at the same time, for me, they've been through 2 bear markets and they've held up. So, take it with a grain of salt, man. There is no good options. I mean, realistically, people don't even trust the US dollar. Why should you trust an altcoin that says that it's pegged to it? No matter what it is, whether it was Luna or USDT, USDCC, or whatever hell is going to come in the future. Just take a chance, man. Obviously, like I said, diversify. There's no reason to be super scared. Bro, can you please take a look at BNB? Sure. Kind of the same situation that I'm thinking on Bitcoin. Now it does definitely look like you're getting that shift of trend a little bit. I would most definitely prefer it to come up a little bit more. Probably, you know, maybe retest like this level right here, and then on hopefully a retest of this lower level. That would be a nice hedge position into this right here, and then we would have another hedge position here. Copped USDT with all my money at 96 cents. Nice. Do you see a short on Matic? Matic? I doubt it. I mean, like, yeah, I see what you're talking about, maybe. It's definitely on a small look. I'm on the 15-minute time frame and I'm fully zoomed out here. All right. From this perspective, the only thing that really matters to me is going to be the formation of what's happening now, which it looks like you might want to do one of these, and that could be a short position. I see what you're talking about, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you're looking at like the smaller time frame here. Of course, this could work out. It's just not something that I personally like to play anymore. I like the larger time frames. Just me personally. If you're willing to try it, you're willing to try it. Ain't no shame in it. Don't let me give you permission on what's right and wrong. Do you know a coin called Galaxy? It hasn't dropped yet or something. I'm trying to tell my uncle that whatever it is, it's not going to work out for him. I personally haven't heard of it. And I don't know, man. Like I've never been one to like really get excited about altcoins anymore. I mean, I had my fun in 2016, 2017. I think like back then, my favorite coin, that I was so hyped about was called Salt, and I was sure that it was the next big thing. I I don't know, man, because like there's so much gain potential in this market that everybody's so eager to catch like the absolute bottom, and they want that 10,000x, profit. But if something is truly going to be here for a long time, there's going to be plenty of gains in the future. It's okay to wait and see what the response from the market is and what the team actually puts out. Because what's the rush, man? What's the rush? Measure twice, cut once. Same thing goes for the market. Be patient, wait, find out legitimacy of things, and then go ahead and cut. Buy up as much as you can, I guess. Have you noticed the drop in GPU prices? Oh, I'm sure. I mean, at this point, they're pretty much correlated. Crypto market and GPUs. I hope that the 4000 series is received very well, and then I can hopefully pick up one of those cards and retire this 3090 into like a mining rig. Get ready for next bull run. You're on 4-hour candles. Okay, let me check. Let me check the 4-hour candles. Are you referring to the half-made short right here? Or are you talking about this previous one? Or are you talking about right here? This is not something that I would take a short entry on. Maybe when it first happened, but now you're dictated by the larger structures in the trend, which right now you really don't have any break of trend here. I mean, this definitely could be it. If we put in a higher high, that would definitely signify break of trend. We can maybe count that as a B wave. But no, I personally wouldn't use that. Just me. What about KDA? Are you talking about what I was referring to earlier about me getting super, super excited about altcoins? Once again, I got a decent amount of money to work with, and I only put in like $500 in the KDA. Oh yeah, I did so from a support perspective. And of course, like, I'm excited about the things that my friends are excited about to a certain extent. But once again, ain't no track record for KDA. Of course, theoretically on paper, there's a lot of things going on good with it. Once again, if it truly is an amazing asset, there will be plenty of gains in the future. Measure twice, cut once. Of course, dip your toes in the water if you really like it. But just proceed with caution, always, man, always. KDA did have kind of like a double top structure. Unfortunately, did not put in that higher high that I wanted in order to get a nice short, but it did so right here. Oh no, it didn't. Actually, it did not. Man, that really sucks for KDA. But if we do happen to continue down, we might have a long position here. But once again, this is actually a very dangerous area as well. All right, this local low here is obviously one of the major macros, if not the major macro support, which is why it's considerably holding well, I would think. But if we do happen to come below that level, probably some little bit of devastation could occur. But if we did happen to come back above this level, I'd be fine. Now, I'll be upfront. Like, I did sell my KDA. I made 100% profit and sold just because I felt like that pump was a little bit too good to be true. Made a lot of money off of that. Made close to like 3K. Not necessarily all profit. Definitely got stopped out a lot trying to get those in. A lot of money. Matic versus BTC is already far along in its retrace. I feel as though trying to short alts close to local tops versus BTC, or right after they flip bearish versus BTC, or massively overextend. Am I reading this right? They're far along. So short. I don't know if I'm getting what you're putting down. Sorry, my brain's a little bit foggy today. Like we're starting to get a little bit of bounce. Well, I'll probably be heading off here soon, guys. I'm gonna chill out, take it slow. Start getting back to it tomorrow. Big plans. Hussein? What? How do you pronounce? Is it? Am I even saying it correctly? Is it Hussein or Hussein? Is it one or two? I'm like an eye doctor, but for names. And if I'm not saying it right at all, just I don't know, put like an angry face emoji. I won't be upset. I can just call you MF. Be a lot easier. Well, good morning. Good night for me. It's 7:32 p.m. Fortunately, I don't think I'll be able to get to bed on time tonight. Like if you short alts based on just the USDT, you might get a weaker or stronger moves than you would want. Like if you short an alt as it flips bullish versus BTC, will dump nicely, even if. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Market dumps, but if you short it as it flips bearish versus then yeah, alts definitely dump much harder when BTC has its downturns. Always bring a tear to my eye. I don't mean to cause you sadness. How do I join the Discord? Wait like 2 days if you're gonna join the Discord. There's a Patreon link in the description. Really do appreciate if you do sign up, but just know it's not it's not required. Like I said, pretty much everything is on the streams. Okay, I see we have a bullish RSI divergence, small time frame on the 1 hour. Have you ever, or do you ever use the RSI? I mean, yeah. In the past, it was my main bread and butter. I think the RSI is, if not one of the better or best indicators out there. But to me, it came down to statistics and sanity. For me, keeping indicators out of my decision making has made me a better trader. Can I say that it has substantially increased my win rate? I don't necessarily think that, but what I do think is that my mentality and how easy I can float through this market has substantially increased. And for me, that allows me to make better decisions. So, I mean, I'm not necessarily blaming the RSI for any of that, because the RSI is definitely one of the simpler ones to get a grasp on. But if I'm taking shorts at ABC tops and I'm taking longs at ABC bottoms, and pretty much 8 times out of 10, there is a divergence where my setup lies. Is it really worth me looking at it if there always is? And sometimes there isn't, but there is an ABC setup. And the ABC setup works out just the same, if not better than expected. So I feel like, does it really change my strategy to have the RSI there? And for me, it was a no. It might be different for you, but that's what I found for me personally, and that's my thought process behind it. Where do I get your Discord details, bro? They're all in the description. It says my Discord name. It's Kite #2136 with a capital K, and the Patreon's there. If you sign up for the Patreon, like I said, please wait a couple days, because you're going to get charged twice if you sign up right now. Don't want that to happen. And then just message me on Discord. You just send me your friend request, and then I accept pretty much all friend requests. And then you can send me a message, let me know you joined. All right, guys. I appreciate your time today, even though it's quite a late stream, 7:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Someone recommended The Man from Toronto yesterday, I think. Or maybe the day before, I'm not sure. But it was a really good movie. It was fun to watch. That's pretty much it. That's all I got for today. Short, sweet, simple, kind, and relaxed. How long have you experimented using the 1% stop loss? Really lost track of time. I've been using some variation of it for quite a while. I'd say a couple months probably for the 1%. I used the 0.5% for a little bit. I don't know how long, probably a couple months, and tried the 0.5 for a little bit, but I don't know, it just wasn't, find what works for you. Like, that's the best I could say. Everybody's different, and it's something just like how I talk about indicators. For some people, indicators truly do help in some sense. And I don't want you to feel like you have to get rid of something because some babyface kid on the internet said so. Just think out logically what makes better sense for your psychology, because in the end, that's what's going to benefit you the most. It's one thing to have a complicated strategy with a high win rate, but if you struggle to use it on a daily basis, what's it for? For the birds. That's what it is. The account right now, I think, is at 4,600. So we're doing pretty well, all things considering. Yeah, 4,646. Unrealized profit, $1,000. You'd love to see it. Like I said, I do think that there is a possible chance that we bottom out here, but I am going to have to wait to see if we get a nice ABC structure. If I miss it, I miss it. That's all there is to it. Gotta be patient on these things, or else you're kind of just doing stuff out of fear and greed and all the good things in between. So, appreciate you guys very much. Gonna go ahead and pick a song for the outro. I already got one figured out. Marlon Craft. I'm back to one of his older albums. Listen to this. I'm gonna play Cry for Me and Cheap Date. So if you like the songs, obviously, in the description, there is a playlist of all the songs I play on stream. Let's go ahead and do the thing, say goodbye. And like I said, I don't know if I'll be on time tomorrow, to be honest with you. But if anything, I'll try to make it on for a little bit, like we did tonight. So appreciate you guys very, very much, and I'll see you guys shortly. Let's do the thingy, my bubber. Bye.
If I die, fuck what they talking about. Please cry for me. So much could have been avoided if we let the tears go. So if I die, please cry for me. No, I finally let the fear go. I don't know what's underneath. Got a phone with like 12 different ways that you could reach me. Why can't nobody reach me? Trying to forgive myself, that shit feel like reaching. Trying to give my friends some help, that shit feel like preaching. Know this trauma got a root, but that shit seated deeply. Plus I feel like if I knew, no one would believe me. Paying so much cost to bear these crosses. Wish there was a cheap me. Wish I could unseat these Congress of my thoughts who act a lot like ours, cause they don't have my best interests at heart and they financed by elite greed. Wish I could be just one part of me for the night. I wish I could lose just one part of me in the fight. I wish I could be just who I ought to be, and I might. But when I win, I hope it's fueled by love and not from spite. Releasing all these songs, emotions still trapped. Something's always wrong, I hope it feels sapped. I need to let it out, and yo, that's real rap. But I'm from the home of these keep it real raps, and that's that. So if I die, fuck what they talking about. Please cry for me. So much could have been avoided if we let the tears go. So if I die, please cry for me. No, I finally let the fear go. I don't know what's underneath. Got a phone with like 12 different ways that you could reach me. Why can't nobody reach me? Baby, I'm a cheap date. I like liquor and feelings, discussing and fucking, etc. Baby, I'm a cheap date. I like licking and feeling and wanting and rushing to get with you. What is our release date? Cause this album we making together gon' leave us eventually. I'm a cheap date, but I know I'm not easy once we start extending. I've been talking to the part of my soul that's still 9 years old. I ain't really felt like a kid since then. Always knew I had a heart full of gold. I was told that's a risk I won't let myself rest in. Always chill with the older cats. Mine was smarter, but my heart didn't notice that. Family slope slippery, but I saw attached. Made me wanna live my whole life with no attachments. Ironic alone where I can't be. Iconic, I don't have a plan B. Rising feeling in my chest like a stampede, but my eyes on my skin too and I can't bleed. I ain't had a full out breath in about a year. Trying to get myself up out of here. They teach us how to hurt, they don't teach us how to heal. I wonder if beneath it all they feel how I feel. I'm afraid you'll leave. Baby, I'm a cheap date. I like liquor and feelings, discussing and fucking, etc. Baby, I'm a cheap date. I like licking and feeling and wanting and rushing to get with you. What is our release date? Cause this album we making together gon' leave us eventually. I'm a cheap date, but I know I'm not easy once we start extending.